Drew, you killed this shit.
It's your boy Hollywood Mike T, aka Multi-Man T, aka Mike T, and I am here with my main man, King Mel, and this is In the Four Corners of Wrestling Podcast. Hey man, foes up, quads down. We are back. We had a little break, man. We had a little break. County Cookout came out, wearing the shirt of the winning team. Won by 30. King Mel was out there doing the score because the scoreboard broke. I'm about to throw it away. Um, I'm about to check it to see if it works again. If it don't work, then I'm about to throw it away.
Man, you
Give
better
me a
return it.
I didn't buy it, so it wasn't me that bought it this time. So if it was me, it would have worked.
All I gotta say is, hey, bounce beat, right? When y'all going up for a layup, you feel me? It's like a little square on the backboard. Use that. Use that. That's what made Tim Duncan Mr. Fundamental. Cause you know why? He knew to use that little square. You feel me? Don't get mad at me because y'all can't score.
Hey, listen, don't get mad at me because I let y'all pick the team this year, and the team that y'all brought out lost by 30. 30 points. And it could have been worse if the people that were supposed to show up showed up. Oh my gosh, it would have been 100.
Yep. The referees saved y'all. They said run that time, and god damn it, they ran that time. Cause if not, ooh wee.
But other than that, man, you brought the little one, you brought the wifey out to the cookout. How'd you enjoy yourself? We haven't really got to talk or see each other since then.
Man, it's been fantastic though. It was less problems this year as far as my hotel goes, but I was just so happy to, be out there, see everybody, see that it was more people out there from last year. And then I was actually on time this year to a degree. So proud about that. All right. Just happy I made it one piece, able to enjoy myself, family enjoyed their food. Whoever made that jerk chicken.
So my mom seasoned it, J. Will cooked it.
That I don't care. That was one hell of a combo. Cause it was
Yeah.
good. It was good and it wasn't spicy at all. So
We
it was perfect for me.
we had no leftovers, which was a good thing. No glizzies, no extra glizzies. I got my glizzy eaten in before people really came. Pause. Uh, it was a great event. It was a great event. Everybody was getting well, not everybody, but a lot of people were getting on my damn nerves. Um, you have to understand when you throw an event, the person that's throwing the event can't just be catering to you. Have to cater to everybody. So, and like you said, bounce beat. All that crying that y'all were doing to me makes no sense because if you want to put up with the refs, we could put up. Give me less money I got to spend. If you want to pick your team, pick your team. I don't care who y'all bring out there. I mean, they can't play in the NBA. They can't play in the G League. If you want to bring some overseas guys, hey, I don't think you want to do that. Because the moment you do that, you open Pandora's box. And then I can do that. And if I do that, then y'all lose about 150. But this is not about the cookout. This is wrestling. And we are wrestling fans. We are here to give you a good show today. Hey, man, I'm going to start with AEW. Ooh, we got some new champions. New champions. Which one do I want to talk about first? Timeless Tony Storm.
Ooh, like her retaining?
She beat the belt god. or whatever she calling herself, the Beltomatic or something, whatever.
Goddess, whatever she want to be.
Yeah, the lady with all the belts, she beat her. Before I let you go, I think it was the right call. If you're really going to try to establish new stars, although Toni Storm is a star, but if you're trying to push her, I think this was the way to go. I don't think that Sasha losing is a bad thing. You know what I mean? I'm sorry,
Mercedes, it's all right.
Mercedes, Mercedes Monet is her losing is a bad thing. I think it actually enhances the women's division now because Tony beat her. Um, but I'm gonna go to you, man. How do you feel about it?
I absolutely thought it was the right thing to do. Did I think they was going to do it? No. But am I glad they did it? Absolutely. You know why? Because now it shows Mercedes is beatable. All that stuff that, yes, she talked and said she has creative control, it goes to show she still will put over the right person when the time is needed.
Well, Tony says she don't got creative control.
I look, Mercedes says she do, Tony says she don't. So I don't. I'm just going by what they saying in these videos. Another thing, she the match was excellent. Like it could have main event. That's how I felt. It
Yeah,
could have main event.
it could have. It could have made a bet.
So I thought it was a great job. I thought it was a great job. The only one thing I dislike is Mercedes had took in 3 straight of Tony finishers in a row, but then still was able to kick out.
Mm.
That's probably the only issue I have. But besides that, and the private part munching, and besides that, I think the match was excellent.
I was hoping you didn't bring that up, but that was too. I mean, AEW has to go. And you know what? The boy Daniel Bryan. I'm sorry, Bryan Danielson, the man. I don't mean boy, but he said this week that AEW is real wrestling and WWE is like a parody of wrestling. And it's like, okay, when you do things like this, that's why AEW gets a lot of the hate they get because a lot of their wrestlers just talk out they, you know what. Um, just shut up and just put out the product and let us decide if we enjoy it or not. Um, what do you rank this match?
Once again, I feel like this is one of both of their better matches in the company. That's how I feel. I'm not going to say that it was better Mercedes versus Stephanie Van Cure
Okay,
because the way Stephanie Van Cure was, that's the match that put her on the map. You feel me?
right.
But as far as these two women going back and forth, oh, that was a great, especially like they're two stars and juggernauts to their degree, as far as
Yes,
the women division goes. So when you put those two together, it's either sink or swim. And forget swim, they flew, and that match was wonderful. I felt
got you. Okay, so moving on. Okada is the what is the name of the belt now?
what is it?
Undisputed something?
Undisputed International Triple Crown dot dot
Unified.
dot. Yeah, unified all. I get it. They merged the two belts together. Okada needed this win more than Kenny Omega needed the win.
I agree. I 100% agree.
For the American fans, we know who Kenny Omega has been since AEW started.
Right.
And a lot of time, Kenny Omega has been injured when Okada kind of came to the company. Even when they did Forbidden Door, he wasn't really like face to face with Kenny because
Mm-hmm.
Kenny was doing the stuff with Osprey.
Right.
So them doing this match is like a staple point, so everybody could be like, "All right, we can take Okada a bit more serious They
than we did
call,
before.
yeah, having him be the guy that be like, bitch.
Right, right. I'm 100% with you. Um, Anything else you want to add?
Nah, I just thought it was a great match. I don't like the fact that he's with the Don Callis family.
Wait,
I
wait,
don't.
wait, wait, wait. Okada's with Don Callis now?
Mm-hmm.
I
See,
tried to watch. So last time we watched the show, I told y'all I was going to watch AEW. I tried to watch a little bit of it. Um, so anyway, you were saying he's with the Callis family.
correct. I don't like that as far as this goes. But then again, it's like you want Kenny Omega to keep feuding with this guy Don Callis and his family because they kicked him out and all types of stuff. But at the same time, Okada doesn't need to be with them. He's stronger without them than he is with them. Like they don't elevate his status at all.
They
They
make him
actually
weaker.
bring him down.
I was
Thank
about
you.
to say the same thing.
They actually bring him down, at least in my opinion. So it's like Okada should be a guy that's just walking around, whooping people asses and talking very minimum.
Right.
But we'll see. It's getting better. The product is getting better. I'll give him that. So, you got anything to add, Mike?
I was gonna say, I mean, pretty much you said everything I was gonna say. Like, even with the Young Bucks, when he was with the Young Bucks, I don't know what that group was called, but
They were still elite, I think. Something like that.
well, whatever they was called, it didn't last very much long. Um, Whatever that was, I always thought that Okada's like a standalone. Now he was in groups in New Japan, kind of, sort of, but he's always kind of been a standalone. And I think that, to your point, being with Don Callis kind of dampens his star. It dampens his light. Um, but we'll see where they go. I mean, Don Callis and Kenny Omega gonna beef until 2037, and we just gonna keep watching it. I don't know where this is going, but congratulations to the new champ, the undefeated international Mid Atlantic uh, English uh, uh, Irish championship. I don't know where. I mean, so many names to that belt. It's just okay. I swerve when I drive, when I swerve, when I drive, when I swerve, when I drop the note. Swerve Strickland. Help that boy. Hangman Page. So, here's my theory. That briefcase ain't had nothing in it for the last 19 years. Nothing was in that briefcase for the last, as long as John Moxley done had it, he was not carrying around the championship belt because he probably knew when he was going to lose it. There's no way there was no belt in there. We get to see the belt as, what's his name? MJF, we'll call it the Triple B, Big Beautiful Belt. Um, we get to see it. Before I ask you about this match,
Mm-hmm.
do you think it's time for AEW to get a new World Championship belt?
I do. Now, I know they modified this champion to a degree.
What the hell they do?
First, it was like the nameplate. First, it was nameplate. Now they switched to side plates. So, like, yeah, they're doing little modifications, but it's been about 5 to 6 years now. It's okay. I felt like it's okay to switch to a new design at this point. Because sometimes, like, you had the belt in the briefcase. That's the perfect time
To
to
switch it
switch to
over.
a new design.
Yeah.
And how I viewed it was okay, WrestleMania 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stone Cold won the Winged Eagle Championship, and then the next night on Raw,
You got a new one.
he got the new design of the champion, which was cool. Or Brian Danielson, when he had his design belt, and then Kofi switched it back after he won. That's like a cool way to change designs, and everybody could like embrace the design.
Right.
Don't do like how WWE did when they made the Universal Champion, put a red strap on, it, and everybody's like, ugh.
And then they switched it when they went to SmackDown and made it blue.
And then the blues, like everybody was cool with the blue because it made sense, but the red, they was like, ugh.
Yeah, yeah. Let me ask you again before we go into this. How often do you think world championships or just championships in general should be changed? How long and how often?
I think about 6 years is a good point to where you can at least play around with a design, and then you got to know which person you need to introduce the new design of the champion.
Ooh, okay, that's a good. Like when Rock introduced the new design from the spinner to the
Yep,
similar one that we have now, kind of.
correct.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you got to know, like when John Cena won the belt, he took it from, the undisputed design, the one Brock Lesnar always had,
Mhm.
to the spinner. You got to know which person can change the design and make it acceptable. And I
Right,
think Hangman could have been that person for this company. Just from me knowing a lot about AEW, how it was supposed to be him versus Pop originally to win to be the first AEW World Champion, but it
right,
went to Jericho.
right,
So he could have been the first person with the new design. That's how I feel. It could still happen, but
right.
we'll see.
But let's just with it seems like to me, the TNT belt is the one that they use the new designs on. Although they don't make it new designs, they just make it different colors. They
Yup,
keep the same kind of
it's always an alternative version. Well, it was depending on
yeah.
who's the champion.
Right
Like
now
Jack.
they stop caring.
Hey, I agree. I
Isn't
agree.
is it Dustin the champion
Yup.
now, right? He should make it gold. Just make the whole championship belt gold. I love gold. She make it gold. But we
20.
were talking about right, the gold member. I'm gold member. Anywho, so we were talking about before we were about to get into Swerve helped Hangman Page defeat the terror F Moxley. I don't know why I said F, but F Moxley. Um, he beat him. What do you? Okay, the thing I don't like, again, going back to what Daniel Bryan says, if WWE is a mockery of wrestling, is what he's saying, sticking people with forks in their head has nothing to do with wrestling. What is that? What is going on? You can't even do that in y'all video game, and you can do anything in y'all video game. So, I mean, King Mail, talk to me about this match, brother.
Nah, I mean, it is what it is as far as the match goes. Texas death match. Anything could happen. You knew because you knew they was gonna be in Texas. You knew it was gonna be some type of no restriction type of match because it got Moxley involved. So normally when Moxley involved, he don't care. He just trying to kill somebody. I don't know if he trying to wrestle out there. I think he's just trying to kill somebody. Not only did Swerve come out, we seen the return of Bryan Danielson. We seen the return of Darby Allin apparently doing his Sting impersonation and coming from the sky.
Yes,
So it's like the right man won. Let's
right,
just put it like that. The
right.
right man won the match. Do I agree with all the antics? No. But the right man won the match. And I'm actually happy for Hangman this time more than when I was when he beat Kenny.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, keep going, keep going.
No, that's just the truth. That's how I really feel. Like, okay, we know the situation what happened with Hangman. Me and you talked about this a few days ago about how he stood up for Colt Cabana.
Yes, we did.
And
Hold on now, don't be. You got to watch out when you talk about behind the scenes on this
I know.
show.
I damn. So
That was a good one. You know
it
that was a good one. You know that was a good one. No
it
one
was
knows. No one listening. No one watching knows what the hell we talking about but us two.
so as far as where Hangman and Colt Cabana and the CM Punk situation goes, we watch Hangman lose that belt, and then it just was a downhill spiral for years.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
years,
yeah.
he had to bring himself up. Damn near looked like Magnum Ti at one point, a old school wrestler. If anybody, for your old heads.
Oh man, I knew you were gonna say that.
But he had to bring himself up and get back to this level, which he defeated some great people. Remember, he defeated Osprey.
Yeah, he did.
At this point, we thought Osprey would have been the one walking out with the champion right now.
Yeah, me. Everybody did. All of it. No one could sit up here and lie and say he didn't.
So the fact that he did that and then went on to beat Moxley, that's a great accomplishment. From being at the bottom, they threw you in the triple tag team with the elite. Y'all was the trios champion,
Uh-huh.
and then they still started whooping your ass again and whooping your ass again and whooping your ass again. Then you turn around, you finally beat Swerve.
Yeah.
You said to Swerve, yeah, you can't beat me 1-on-1. You proved that. Then they started whooping your ass one more time,
Mhm.
and you stayed at it and turned yourself from a bad person to a good person again on this redemption tour, and you completed that by winning the champion.
Mm-hmm.
That's a that's a great feeling. Like, that's somebody who could follow the story. If you was watching AEW and you was following this man, you would have seen all the trials and tribulations he went to finally get this title. And then you saved us from Moxley.
Right. Right. Hey man, listen, shouts out to Hangman Page. Shouts out to AEW. They pretty much had for the most part, a flawless pay-per-view. There was some spots in there I didn't like, so that I did see that I didn't like, but Mail pretty much covered them. Uh, but it was a solid pay-per-view. I will give them that. It was a solid pay-per-view from everything that I saw. Uh, I did get to catch it on Wednesday a little bit, and here's my tidbit that I wanted to catch up on. And I wanted to say I like it, but I don't. The Young Bucks new entrance. They have no pyro. It says Matt and Nick. It's so bland. Um, they're not EVPs anymore, and it's pretty dope to see them lie to us and tell us that they're not MVPs anymore, but go with it with the storyline because we know darn well they still the MVP. I mean, if you watch the show, you can tell they still got their hands all over it. But yeah, man, they had some competition though. Hmm. Double in, it was all in, correct? Or was this was all in?
All in Texas.
All in was on Sunday or Saturday.
Saturday.
So they were competing with Saturday night main event.
Correct.
Okay. The only thing worth talking about on Saturday night main event was Goldberg's mic getting cut. Bret Hart was back there in the control room, and Bret Hart did it. Bret Hart had to see if this was really a retirement match. He had to be there. He had to be there himself, and he cut his mic. Um, is there anything you want to talk about on Saturday night main event, man?
No, I agree with you. I just want to add, I'm gonna tell you why Bret Hart cut his mic. He looked at that man, he said, oh, he get a retirement match and I don't? Pull the plug. Pull the plug right now. Bill
Well,
Goldberg.
here's the thing, and I'll say this: back then, when Bret was fortunately, you know, his situation. they didn't really announce to us that they were retirement matches. Like for example, Ric Flair's match against Shawn Michaels was supposed to be his retirement match.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know that it was supposed to be a retirement match because we didn't know we going into it. We didn't know if we were going to win or lose. Of course, Ric Flair has wrestled 96 times since then. We asked him to stop, but he keeps going. Um, and then even with like with the Undertaker, we knew ahead of time it was going to be his retirement match, the Boneyard match. We kind of knew with Shawn Michaels well. We knew that was his retirement match. Although he came back for that little that I ain't even gonna say little, can't even say little because he came back for a lot of money. Um, but you know, the Brothers of Destruction versus DX. Um, Triple H never really got a retirement match, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Batista, we didn't know that was going to be his retirement match because, you know, the stipulations in the match. So it's not usual. It's not a usual. It's not a thing that happens often where people get their retirement match. It is something that you know is more new. I wouldn't say new school, but it happens more often in this generation than it would. Like for example, John Cena get a whole damn tournament, retirement tour.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really get to do that in wrestling for real. Like most of a lot of matter of fact, a lot of wrestlers don't even really tell us that they're retiring. Stone Cold, we didn't know that was his last match. Maybe people inside knew, but we didn't know as fans. Um,
Like Sting announced his retirement match.
exactly. Sting announced his. I will say that WWE really doesn't think about AEW at all, because if that was the counter to All In, that should show you they don't care at all. Goldberg and Gunther went, I think, 15 minutes, 16 minutes.
About 15, 16.
That was the main event. And that was off, what, 2 hours before AEW All In went off? Because I think this match ended at like
You're right, because All In
10.
did start. All In did start a little bit ahead of what it normally start.
But it did start before, it started right before main event, right? Oh, they started at the same time.
Um, I want to say
Because
All In
Ground
might.
Zero,
Yeah, Ground Zero is the pre-show, but I want to say the actual show started a bit before.
okay,
At least, we was at the cookout, so
right. We don't know exactly when it started. Right, right, right. Good point. And yes, we were at the cookout, so all the people out there, we had to go back and watch. Mel told me he hit me up, and I was thinking the same thing. Like, bro, we got to catch up because there's a lot that happened. And speaking of a lot that happens, the pay per view probably of the weekend, they put some pressure on TKO because they might got to do another one. Evolution. I'm just going to throw some bullet points out there that I liked. For all y'all that hate Triple H, booking Naomi to lose made you all forget that she had the money in the bank. Similar to when Seth Rollins in WrestleMania 31 lost earlier in the day to Randy Orton. Remember, that was one of the most epic RKO's ever.
yeah, it was.
No one, I'm telling, if anybody told you this, if anybody goes and watches this and they want to put in the comments, they want to lie and say they knew Seth was going to cash in at the end, you're a liar. Everyone forgot about him that night. And as a matter of fact, that kind of, if we talk about fan wise, stock wise, that kind of was pushing Seth down. That loss, everybody forgot. Same thing was executed this week, uh, Evolution Week, um, with Naomi. Shouts out to Naomi. Congrats to her. Um, that was amazing. That was amazing. I loved it. I loved every moment of it. Uh, Stephanie Valcure won
The Battle Royal.
the Battle Royal, correct? And Stephanie McMahon, for some reason, was just speaking Spanish, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, Stephanie knows Spanish." Dog, she went to freaking the school that was like $300,000 a year for freaking tuition. She better know Spanish. She better know Ebonics too. She better know everything. Mel, jump in here and talk about Evolution real quick, man.
It was so many solid points out there. One, Tiffany Stratton versus Trish. I didn't think I was gonna really enjoy that
I
match
didn't think so either, bro.
the way I did. And it was to the point where it was like, if Trish actually wins, I wouldn't be upset.
Right.
Nobody would be upset. Like the way Trish was wrestling out there and the way she was executing her classic moves, the chick kick, stratisfaction, all the fans was like, oh my, like it made
Everybody.
it made everybody as a wrestling fan who grew up watching Trish go back to why they enjoyed watching her.
Yeah.
And then it was at points in that match where it was like, damn, Tiffany might really lose. When she went for the prettiest moonsault ever, right? When she went to go do that and Trish got the knees up, I was like, oh, this might be it. This
Mm-hmm.
might be it. But Tiffany still pulled it off and was able to win. Even
Yeah.
the match for the titles, the tag titles, that was entertaining too. I thought Jade and Naomi, they did, like you stated, they did good, even introducing Bianca into that story
Mm-hmm.
as the referee.
Mm-hmm.
Because me going into it, once they said Bianca's in it, I'm like, it's no way Naomi gonna lose. It's no way Naomi gonna
I
lose.
thought Bianca was gonna turn heel.
But she didn't.
Right. I thought she was gonna turn heel.
And then on top of that, it was like, okay, so y'all took away what we thought was gonna happen at SummerSlam
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't think they was gonna have this match right now. I didn't think they was gonna have this type of match right now. They had it, and then now the question remains: what's gonna happen at SummerSlam? Because you
What
feel like these two aren't over yet. They got to cross paths soon, so we don't know if it's gonna be at Survivor
I
Series.
was gonna say that's probably where it's gonna be.
We don't know when they're gonna cross paths. Maybe at the Royal Rumble.
Right.
So this is interesting. And then on top of that, Naomi took back-to-back losses to Jade.
Yeah.
That's what make it, like as you said, forget that she had the briefcase, and then now she ends up cashing in on a great main event between Io and Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
Great main event match, and Naomi ends the night, if I'm not mistaken, in Georgia
In Georgia. Georgia.
as the champion. Like that's
Here's one match that we did not talk about, that you did not talk about, I did not talk about. And if it wasn't for Naomi, because don't get it twisted, Rhea and Io was a great match on its own. Even if you take away the cashing in, that was a
mm-hmm.
great match. But what could have been the main event, and I'm glad they kicked off the show, Becky Lynch, Bailey, and Lila Valkyria. That was a great match, dog. To kick it
Yo,
off, that was a great match to kick it off. Like, I went on Twitter right after, and people were saying this could have headlined or this should have headlined or whatever. That was a great match. The women did their thing.
yeah, they did, man. It was just so much going on for a pay-per-view PLE. Sorry, that didn't have as much built up into it,
Hmm.
and I felt like they was rushing things. I felt bad for the ladies. Those ladies said, "Hey, man, we got to hear y'all. Let's all show why we are where we are and why we need to be in this company and have this event." And that's what made it great.
And I think with Jade, Jade was going around doing press before, promo press, and she was saying just expect 5-star matches. She put a little expectation on it because it was like, Jade, come on now. Like
Oh, she
most people
said
would think,
that.
yeah, most people were saying, come on, Jade, 5-star matches, you.
The
Like,
only
come on
thing,
now.
only person I seen doing press was Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella was the main person for Evolution.
Okay, I'm
So
moving on. I'm moving on. Nikki, go ahead. Go ahead. Now go ahead. Say what you was gonna
nah,
say.
she was just, at least from what I seen online, she was the main one on TV, talk shows, all types of radio shows. She did like 3 appearances in one day promoting this program.
Yeah,
So
I seen Jay do some.
so if Jay did that as well, that's amazing because I ain't fooling my algorithm. I'll tell you that right now.
Cause you can look, but you can't touch. Okay, man, listen. We gonna get into Raw. And what I want to say about Raw, this might have been one of the good best Raws of this year to me personally. It
Mm-hmm.
was a good Raw to me. Kicks off with the new champ. Told that girl, I don't understand what you're saying. I don't know what you just said. Hey, if they run with Naomi as the champion for a little bit and have Rhea and Io chase her, that is where they need to go. Please, 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 please don't make her a transitional champion. Please. Because she is good.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Rhea, I got love for you. I wear your shirt almost every time, about at least 2 times a month to work. But girl, it's all right. It's all right. You ain't got to keep trying to throw yourself into these championship matches.
Yeah, just have
It's
a feud without a daggone belt.
it's all
Please.
right. It's all right. Like you becoming a parody at this point. Like you're getting to the point where it's like, damn, you lose. All right, Adam Pierce, I need a match. I need a match with that person for the belt because I got screwed. All right, bro. Everybody gets screwed every week when you was the champ.
Right. When you was in Judgment Day too, right.
Yeah, like I get it. You the hot girl right now. I get
Right.
it. You
Right.
allowed to be the hot girl. You allowed to get the opportunities. But when you lose, that
Right.
don't mean pop up like the Undertaker and be like, I need another match.
Right.
Relax.
You're not Damian Priest.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
relax. Like go earn that joint. Go
Yeah,
earn that joint like everybody else did.
I'm with you on that. I yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm not even gonna talk no more. You said it perfectly about that. Um Seth Rollins' injury. First I want to say send prayers to him. Um he's done that move millions of times, and this time it didn't really we didn't really talk about that from Saturday Night Main Event. But prayers to him. Hopefully he
Same.
recovers. He recovers soon. But we have a new number one contender. Ooh wee, and his name is Chick Magnet Punk, Chicago made Punk. He's the number one contender. Now, before I throw it to King Mail, first of all, don't say nothing about what happened at the end yet. 'Cause we're gonna talk about that too. But I think he should beat Gunther.
Hmm.
I get it. CM Punk is old, but CM Punk sells tickets. I'm not saying Gunther doesn't, but what I do know is CM Punk sells tickets. I would buy that belt if CM Punk wins it, probably. I don't know. I don't. I gotta look at my bank account. But CM Punk becomes the number one contender. What do you think about that, man?
As a Punk fan, I love it. Matter of fact, forget that. Scratch that. I'm gonna start over. He earned the opportunity for this. He came back about what 2, 3 years ago about this one. At
Yeah,
least,
but at least two.
at least two. And this is only his second world championship match. Think about it.
Yeah,
He had the match with John Cena, and he had the match with Gunther. He hasn't really, as a person at the level that he's at, he could have pushed to be a world champion. He hasn't done that. He has taken his time, slowly built everything up, reconnected with the fans on a different level than when he was in AEW. So I like the fact that when he was having championship opportunities, he would lose those. So now that he actually won this match, this gauntlet match, he actually won this. Yes, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that because we already seen Jay versus Gunther how many times now? Jay got one win, and that was at WrestleMania. Then last time he faced him, he
He got
passed out or
choked
choked
out.
out. Yeah.
Choked out.
So it's like, and that's fine. But Gunther versus Punk, I feel like that'll sell more money than Gunther versus Jay
Uh,
because we
oh, that's a good one. I don't know. They
I
still
think it
yeeting. They
they
yeeted
are
mid
still
match, man. Bro.
they are still yeet. Don't get me wrong, but they're going to yeet against anybody he faces.
That's that's true.
With CM Punk and Gunther, the words they both could talk on the mic very well.
Yeah,
So that's what sells. That's
yeah.
what sells the match. With Jay, we know, one word, yeet. We know he gonna say all that, so he ain't gotta really talk. But with CM Punk, we know he gonna say some crazy stuff. Gunther, we seen what Gunther said to Goldberg. He told that man, "Ha, me versus Bill Goldberg. Ha, don't worry, I got 3 minutes to spare."
He
Look,
did.
so now you know what I mean. That goes to show Gunther how much the company believe in Gunther because we know what CM Punk can do on the mic, and they believe Gunther could hold himself against CM Punk
I just think they had too many PLEs.
this
Oh,
year.
yeah, because you're not really letting the stories build. The only story this year that's really built its way through the whole year so far is Jade and Naomi.
Okay,
Everything else is like bing, bang, 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 boom, 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 put it together. And it's not really, well, of course, Seth and Punk's never ending
no,
feud.
no, I agree with you saying here
Yeah.
because it's like a PLE happening every 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's like we don't get a chance to build. Like, for example, to your point about what you were saying earlier about Naomi and Jade, is it over? When are they going to see each other again? You know? And then if it is Survivor Series, what are they going to do? Give us the little 3 week build up? What are they going to do? Champion versus champion again? And then the headline, the main event of the of course, is War Games.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. I wish we got a little bit of a longer build with Gunther and CM Punk because it would be a lot better to me because both of them could go on the mic. But at the end of that match, Seth Rollins' goons, they beat up Punk. Jay came out, they beat him up too. But it was one man. I have no clue what TC1 means, but he looks cool, man. Just think about this. Before I even say his name, and if you're listening to this show, you that are listening to this show or watching this show were probably one of the people that booed him back in the day when he was the big dog, and they was forcing him down our throats as a babyface. Now he is back again as a babyface, and you are cheering him on.
With his shirt on, with the tribal chief shirt on. Let's just say that.
His name is Roman Reigns. Now, here's my theory. You know I'm into theories. I don't think Roman was coming back this early. I think Seth getting hurt, they had to pull the trigger, or maybe it was the plan. But what do you think about the returning of the tribal chief?
I agree, kinda to you. I feel like this was the plan for him to return, but Seth getting hurt wasn't the plan. I think
Right,
this is supposed to be the setup for them because it's 2 nights of SummerSlam. So they might main event one of these nights. That's what I think the original plan was for them to main event one of these nights at SummerSlam.
right.
But in a one-on-one match, because I don't think Roman ever beat Seth in a one-on-one match yet.
He has, but he hasn't.
See? Like, I want what I mean by it's like pinfall or something like that.
Right, right, right. He hasn't done that yet, but he has choked him out. Yeah.
Yeah. And when he choked him out, he still lost. Seth won by DQ.
Right, right.
And so it's like I felt like this was the plan. But Seth's injury is what held it up. And every time these two are always supposed to have like their one-on-one match
Something
where
happened.
where it's like gets so built up, one of them always seemed to get injured at the wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
But he got a bone to pick with Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
He got everybody walking around saying Braun Breaker got the number one spear.
He should be the only one using it. Right.
Yup. So everybody walking around saying that from Undertaker, from Goldberg, from all these other legends in the company saying Braun Breaker has the number one spear. Roman Reigns, time to show him why you are who you are. As a matter of fact, if Braun Breaker does face Roman Reigns at SummerSlam, this is an amazing opportunity for Braun Breaker. Like, you can't take this moment for granted because you're going against the number one person in this company.
Mm-hmm.
Number one person in this company. And realistically, how I feel, you probably wouldn't like. I don't think Triple H would have really liked you like that if it wasn't for the fans. Like, you had to do a lot because you don't seem like a guy that Triple H would gravitate towards. At least in my opinion. But
Okay. Okay.
you made it work. You put yourself in this spot. You a two-time Intercontinental Champion. If you get this opportunity to face Roman Reigns, you have to hit a home run as far as you get to outer space. Because once you hit that home run, the sky's the limit for you. I'm telling you that right now. We know where Roman's going to be at, regardless win, lose, or draw. He's still going to be number one in the company. But
Yeah.
it's up to you to show why you need to be close to that level.
Okay. So we're going to transition to SmackDown, but I need brief comments on this. Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. Your face is
Jelly RKO, I'm good.
okay. Okay. Is Tiffany going to lose to Jade?
I hope so. I'm ready for Jade to win that title.
Yeah, because I'm tired of hearing uh Tiffany go around calling people boys. She people call them boys. She had something else questionable. She said, I ain't gonna repeat it, but Tiffany, watch your mouth now, okay?
I agree with
Uh,
you. Remember, they already had a little skirmish before.
that's why I was
So,
saying that. Yeah, that's what she gotta. You tread lightly, Tiffany, because
and Jade need to fight like how she was fighting Naomi at WrestleMania in that match.
yeah, yeah, brawl, be a brawler. I think that's the best Jade that we see when she's a brawler. When it doesn't look, there are
Robotic.
times. Exactly. Is there times where Jade, and I say this about a lot of wrestlers. There are times where wrestlers are playing a wrestler,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's what they were trying to do with Jade. She's a natural athlete. Let her brawl. Let her show whatever, man. Cody Cena.
It might be the time for Cody to turn heel. It might be his time.
Okay.
For
Okay.
him to get that belt back, it might be time for him to shake hands with the final boss.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I don't know if it's the time to turn him heel yet, but there's time for something new. I'm tired of coming out with him saying looking like a politician.
Now, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, the elements is right there. The elements, as far as like that anger level, what he did to Kevin Owens, what he just did to Randy Orton. And remember, he didn't pull the trigger on John Cena at WrestleMania, and that cost him. So I don't think he's going to do that again. I think this time he's gonna possibly cheat to win, and then
Mm.
everybody's gonna feel bad for John Cena because John Cena's having a great run.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
having a great run. Like, sure, we may have made some jokes in the beginning, but we still entertain. He's still doing a great job.
I agree. I agree. Hey man, I don't know if it's time to turn John Cena back babyface yet, but it's getting to that point. So we'll see. We'll see. Now, lastly, King Mel, the floor is yours. Slammiversary.
Cool, man. The matches that's gonna happen here, I can't wait. I honestly, I want Mike Santana to beat Trick. I do want Mike Santana to beat Trick because I remember him being in LAX. I remember him being in AEW, and now he's finally on his own, and he has the opportunity to beat Trick. And then, if I'm not mistaken, do you have the match card in front of you?
I actually was pulling it up right now, but I'm keep going. I got you.
I want to say Slamovich versus JC Jane, where both titles are on the line. That should be happening.
Uh, so like you said, Trick.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yep, title versus title. JC Jane.
Versus Slamovich, right?
Yep.
All right. That's one of those matches that might be a sleeper. I think Slamovich should win that match because Trick is holding the TNA title. So it'll be only right if Slamovich hold the NXT champion. And it's
Hmm.
okay to beat JC Jane. Like, nobody really cares for her that much. But here's another match: the Hardy Boys versus the Nemec Brothers. If they lose, they may retire.
They ain't retired. They still want. They got 32 more companies to go to get belts from. Yeah, they ain't done.
I hear you, but that's the story that they was telling on their last episode of Impact. Hey, if we lose, we retire. What Matt Hardy should have said is, if I lose, I'm going to retire. Jeff, you going to do what you do. That's what
Right.
he should have said. That's what he should have said.
Any other matches you looking forward to?
It's a lot of great stuff. If I'm not mistaken, is
I got you
Cedric
caught up.
Alex Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali on there?
Yes, sir.
205 Live Roots, Cruiserweight Classic. I'm ready. I'm ready for this.
Hey man, you also got Moose versus Leon Slater.
I think it's time for Leon Slater. I don't know if you're very familiar with Leon Slater,
Eh,
but when I so the first time I introduced him with was when I was at the event when they came up here, and I was like, hmm, this kid ain't that bad, and that was a year ago. So to see the transition from now of being like somebody that was like an undercard to now you going against a guy that held almost all the champions in TNA at one point,
right.
or you know, that's a great transition, especially a one-on-one opportunity with a guy like Moose, who keeps saying, "Nah, I want to just be TNA only." Like, I keep turning down all these other companies because I want to be TNA only.
He
So
lying.
yeah, so I'm excited for the guy. I'm excited for Leon because this can make him into something bigger. To one day he could hold the TNA World Title if he wins the match.
Hey man, listen. That is the end of our show, TNA Slammiversary. We will be reviewing that next week. Um, you may catch some shorts on our YouTube channel, but if you don't, we here each and every Monday. Each and every Monday, we dropping episodes. We on Spotify. We on Apple Music. I know that for sure. Apple Podcasts. I know that for sure. I have still yet to investigate if there's a Google Podcast, but if there ain't, it's okay. We are on Spotify. We are on Apple Podcasts for sure. Um, as you can see right there. See those two right there. Boom. Each and every Sunday. Well, Actually, it's technically Monday, but midnight. You got King Mel's top five wrestling moments of the week, and he kills it every week. Hey man, there's some moments that I'll be like, dang, I could go back and watch that. He be putting me on, and I'll be like, man, dang, he be spot on. That's every Sunday, Monday at midnight. Hey, we back. Maryland Tech is back. Ooh, we season two is back. Season two is back. Hey, we got a whole new crop of freshmen, 2025 seniors. This year, we put only MoCo seniors on the team. There's no 613 on this team. But we have another program, another series, Montgomery U. That is with me, King Mel, 613, a bunch of OGs. That comes out tomorrow, each and every Tuesday. We would drop an episode for that. And I feel like I'm missing something. MoCo Center's coming up. King Mel, tell them where they can find you, man.
Email 13 on IG, Jemell Scroggins on Facebook, and on X. You know what? We're gonna go with King Metal on X.
Got you. King Mel on X. You can find me, Coach Drip underscore Mike T on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Michael Turner, 613 Faye DMV on Instagram, 613 Faye on all other platforms. Amen. And YouTube, like and subscribe. We try and run them numbers up, man. Try and run them numbers up. Hey, lead this ish to the professionals. Don't try this at home. You already know what time it is. We gone. Gone.